Hi, this is Matt with Scarz magazine with MisMatch, and right now I hold a copy of their debut EP. It's called The Journey. I encourage you to go to their site. Go to MisMatch. They're on MySpace and Facebook, the usual places on the internet. Research them. You're gonna like them. Anyways, I have MisMatch with me right now, and you mind introducing yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Rudy.
I'm Janet.
I'm Danny.
We're MisMatch.
We're missing a member right now.
And where is she tonight?
We'll get into details of that, but they couldn't make it.
Understandable, that happens sometimes. Alright, so how did you guys all get together to begin with?
You want to tell a story?
Oh, you can give me a long story, the short of it.
Alright, pretty much around 2008, 9, somewhere around there. I had like 2 projects going on. I was jamming with Danny right here. We pretty much just did covers, and then we decided to make our own stuff. We called ourselves Pawnage. That never went anywhere. Then at the same time, I had a project going on with Janet right here, and we were pretty much writing some of MisMatch's first songs.
Right, yeah.
And then later on, we merged the two. She wanted to bring Danny in, mix the two, Pawnage and MisMatch, and there became MisMatch. That's the main gist of it.
Very good. Okay. Now you guys describe yourselves as an alternative metal band. Now what parts of you, elements of your music, like your musicianship and so forth, distinguishes the alternative part, and what elements of your sound distinguishes the metal aspect of your sound? Is like the drums, like say more predominantly metal? Like I heard some like bass at times.
Yeah, his drumming is like a lot of metal influences in there, like a lot of double bass. You know, we throw in there a lot of breakdowns. You know, sometimes here and there, like a couple breakdowns. So that's where like the metal aspect comes in. But the alternative part is more like the little like soft calm things. Like his drumming kind of mellows out at some points and stuff like that. You know, like our little soft interludes and whatnot.
Yeah, melodic guitar solos.
Yeah, melodic guitar solos and stuff like that. So.
Okay. And the word alternative, that means something quite different than it did in the day when I was growing up. When Nirvana, They Might Be Giants, bands like that, they needed something to distinguish them from, say, like the glam rock bands who were very prevalent at the time. You needed to give a definition aside from just rock, because they truly were not to the rock sound of that time. What do you feel the term alternative means in the genre today?
To me today, alternative is just any, not soft rock, but hard rock, but not to the point where they're screaming in it. Alternative is going to be a mix of indie with a little bit of mainstream rock. That's pretty much what I would define as alternative nowadays. You guys agree?
Yeah, the term indie seems to have co-opted the word alternative.
Yeah.
Again, do you think it's just more of like what college rock used to be, or?
To me, yeah, I'd say that's what it is. I mean, in the 90s, maybe even a bit early 2000s, alternative was like Chevelle, even like going way back, Soundgarden. That was kind of alternative rock.
Because I've always thought that those bands were really more metal than they were alternative. But I guess it really is up to the artist to define for themselves.
That's true. When people say metal, they think Slayer can be metal, but then other people say, let's go, Black Sabbath's metal.
Black Sabbath metal, or like Evanescence would be considered metal too sometimes.
Yeah, everyone's got their own.
Everybody has their own definition about
Yeah.
music could be, you know.
Yeah, because if you listen to early Sabbath, you can more categorize that as, say, psychedelic than you would as what is modern day metal.
Yeah.
I think Priest really distinguished that when they came around. What do you think is the quintessential heavy metal band so far in history? Like, say, Metallica, Black Sabbath, like mentioned.
Oh, Black Sabbath was definitely heavy metal.
Quintessential.
I would go with Black Sabbath.
Did you, good sir?
I'd go with Metallica. To me, that's metal.
Yeah.
I think Metallica. I'm actually wearing the shirt right now. Hold up.
What do we got here?
Metallica, right there.
You can never go wrong with Metallica. They're always go-to.
know, that probably sold more than any of the other
Yeah.
metal act has. Maybe Led Zeppelin. But then again, some people would argue whether or not that's even a heavy metal band, because of the bluegrass and so forth that they played. So, you guys have a big show coming up. Mind telling us a little bit about that?
We have two big shows coming up. Yes. On November 13th, we're opening up for Edema, and on following that Thursday of that week, we are opening up for Taproot at the Cubby Bear. So we're pretty psyched right now. Louder, talking louder. No, and we're just preparing and practicing a lot right now for those shows and just getting the word out. We'd love to have anybody come to the shows. So yeah, that's basically the big shows.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, and what else is in the future for MisMatch?
Pretty much other things in the future. We're not officially working on our second album, but we got new songs coming, cooking. Just putting that together. Trying to find still finding our new sound. Because every band when they start off a certain way, and then like about 10 songs later, then they find their solid sound.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I was going to ask you, how'd you come up with the name MisMatch? It's kind of clever. I'm surprised no one's used it as of yet.
Okay, I'll leave this one up to me. Basically, we were just working on some music, and we had a couple of days of thinking what we wanted to call ourselves, and I don't know, I thought of the word mismatch because we have such different personalities and different walks of life, and it's a mismatch of music, a mismatch of paths, you could say, and even the music itself is a blend between alternative, be it because of my melodic vocals or the heavy, the instruments backing me up, but...
Such as the drumming.
Correct, such as the drumming. So that's where the name, where it influences us musically as well, beyond characteristics. So.
Very cool. All right, we were talking earlier. What band, and I think this is an interesting question, what soundtrack would you push yourself onto as far as great motion pictures go? If you could go back in time, like say if you could push yourself into Godfather Part 2 when Al Pacino was kissing Fredo and saying, "You broke my heart," and so forth. I mean, could you see any of your songs, matching that in the background? Or like Star Wars when they're blowing up the Death Star? I mean, individually we'll go one-on-one. I've asked you to give you some time to think about it. Think about what movie, like a favorite of yours, and a part of the movie, and just mention what part of that movie, which movie, and why. You don't even have to go in the song detail. You got one? Janet? Huh? Put you on the spot.
Oh my God! We don't have this song on the CD, but it's an acoustic version. It's called Time. It's a very, very mellow, personal song to me, and I would definitely put it in Girl Interrupted.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, you're not familiar with? Okay, Girl Interrupted. It stars Angelina Jolie and Winona Ryder, and basically they're all a little bit cuckoo.
Oh, that's when they're in Insane Asylum where the Angelina Jolie, the recognition she has now.
Right,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There's a part that Brittany Murphy, she commits suicide by hanging herself, but the song in the background, I would think that song would fit quite well, actually. It's not a good happy note, but it would fit nonetheless.
Very cool. And on to our next.
I don't know. I'd probably say Blade.
Very cool.
Song to
Love that
use.
movie.
I know, it's cool. Even though that movie, it mainly had a techno club feel in some parts of the soundtrack.
And especially the second movie's techno.
Yeah. I mean, I would say our song Psycho Bitches, it's not on The Journey. It's a new song we've been playing at shows. So far people like it. That one's just a heavy, thrashy song. It's got a breakdown in there. Just pretty much when he's fighting all the vampires, all that. I'd say that's where it fit in.
Very cool. Since you had the most time to think.
Dude, I don't even know. I haven't thought of anything. I was actually thinking of our song Fantasy.
Okay.
Huh? That would be a great fighting scene song. I really don't know. What's a great movie with a great fighting scene?
Matrix.
Huh?
The Matrix.
The Matrix, for example. When Neo's fighting all the
Agent Smiths.
Agent Smiths, yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna get you stuck up when they can't figure out whether or not they know karate or not. They said, you know kung fu.
Oh yeah.
The other guy goes, no.
Oh, yeah,
The other
yeah.
guys know. That's my favorite fight scene.
That's another part too. Like the beginning of fantasy is just so strong. It just punches in. Like it would be great for either like a racing scene or like a fighting scene.
Okay.
So you can fit it in any one of those.
Alright, is there anything else you folks would like to add to the interview?
Well, yeah. Speaking about, you asked for our bassists. We have a new member. His name is Norbert, and our other bassist, she had other career goals that she wanted to pursue, and our new member, he's been part of another band that has been very inspiring to us because they've been in the local scene for quite a while now, and the band is called Kill Media. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but yeah, he's awesome. He has great talent, and he's great at the bass. So we hope to like expand our sound and our skill too with him, and that's our new news. That's our new announcement. We have a new member. So yeah. Oh yeah. Hopefully in January we're gonna go to Florida for our first out-of-state show. So we're pretty excited for that.
Very cool. Very cool. And how long have you been together again?
A year.
Oh wow, that's a lot to accomplish in 1 year. Oh, and there's one thing I want to ask you. What do you all think of the Hollywood remake of Footloose? Didn't you think the original was bad enough?
I don't know.
I mean, Kevin Bacon did have some hot moves in the first movie, but
Yeah, that is
did they
true.
really need to do that?
I think any remake of any movie should never be done. Like that's just my opinion. I feel like it should just be left to the original movies and that's it.
Even the Hulk.
The whole
No, no,
like
no,
that.
I like the
No.
first one. I did like the first one more, but more people
No,
said
that
the
one should have
second.
been done. Honestly, the first Hulk, I did not like the first Hulk at all. When I saw it, I wanted to like cry. But like,
Are you a big comic book fan? 'Cause I am.
I am. I'm not a huge like comic freak or anything like that, but you know, I am. Just like anybody else.
I didn't like the fact that they had to make the Absorbing Man somebody smart and so forth. It was,
Yeah. Right.
I don't know, I just thought there was more to it. The Hulk looked better and it is just, I thought there were better smashing scenes, which
Yeah.
is what the Hulk was all about.
And he would get bigger when he would get pissed. So
That was cool.
that was really cool.
And the second, the remake or whatever they did, I thought the CGI was really sloppy. But I don't know what this has to do with Footloose. How about you, Janet?
I read some of the reviews and I agree with him. They should have just stuck with the original. I noticed it seems like Hollywood is running out of ideas, like with productions, and they're just grabbing onto old movies and just trying to remake them. But
Don't you think they reached that end of the rope, though? I mean, with Footloose?
right, they did.
I don't know, I'm just
I think
saying,
so.
because my sister made me watch it like 70 times when I was a kid. And I blame a lot of my psychotherapy on her now. But, I don't know. So is there anything else you guys would like to say to us?
I mean, we just want to thank you guys for interviewing us. You know, it was quite a drive over.
I know.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. You
And
know?
because we had the ambiance of the smooth jazz in this fine Starbucks.
Yes.
9 cities you're playing right now.
Yes, it's great. I hope you can hear us over it, but I'm having some good tea, so that's the important thing. Anyways, this is Matt with Scarz magazine, thanking MisMatch for their time and driving out here, and John, my cameraman, who's just an awesome guy.
John.
John rocks. You want to show yourself, John? He's got a handsome face. He's just being shy. Oh, so shy. Yeah, very foxy man. But I am married to a woman. Anyways, this is Matt with Scarz magazine. Have a great evening. God bless.